I think I found the perfect RV off-grid shower head. And today we're going to put 4 different shower heads to the test and find out if the one I think is the best is actually the best. So let's get right into this video, try to make it short and talk through these shower heads. Now the first one I'm going to talk about is this standard shower head. So this is the standard shower head that comes with RVs and boats. This one in particular came with a faucet that I bought for the boat, but is exactly the same as the other RV shower heads, our initial RV shower head. So I can't remember what this RV came with. I think it did come with one of these from the dealer that we bought it from. But when we bought our initial travel trailer in 2019, this is what it had in it, just a white one. And we used it, we hated it. It was not good. The pressure was terrible, and we weren't happy with it. So we immediately went and bought the Oxygenics. And I think this is the same Oxygenics shower head that we have had since 2019. So after our first trip, we swapped this one for this one, and we've been really happy with this ever since. And what this one does is it mixes in air and does like a swirling pattern so that it uses less water. So less water, less fresh water used, less gray water created. That's the biggest benefit to this one. And then the final one that I'm going to talk about. The next one is a standard household shower head. I think we bought this one at Walmart 3 or 4 years ago. It's been in our upstairs, the kids' bathroom for quite a while. We decided to change these. And this is what prompted, I guess, this whole thing, this whole video. Both of my daughters came home last summer. My oldest daughter from the Navy and my youngest daughter was home from college. My wife got a text on her phone a week into their visit that said, "Hey, your water usage is a little crazy and it's going to be over $200. And my wife was like, "What have we done differently?" And the only thing we did different is that our daughters were just burning through water, washing their hair, taking long showers. So I said, hey, I'm going to look for a new shower head, and hopefully we can fix this. And that's what led me to this last shower head. It has kept even with one daughter home and my son's fiance living with us, my son's wife living with us while he's deployed, it's kept that price down. This shower head, it's a Puiran. It's not a very common manufacturer. On the box, it doesn't even have a manufacturer's name. But this is often referred to as a Korean massage. Not that type of Korean massage. A Korean massage. This good massage. Korean massage shower head. And first benefit is it reduces water, so you don't use a lot of water. And the second benefit is this is filtered. So it advertises. The handle screws off just like this, and here is the filter. It advertises that it softens water, and it also purifies chlorine. So I think so. It seems to be nice. Everybody likes the quality of the water. They really didn't complain about it before, but they said it's just fine. What these 2 shower heads will do is change the pattern of the water. They will reduce the volume. This one almost creates a mist. Like it's misting at you. And the mist is high pressure, but it's low volume. So the complaints on this talk about it not being high pressure. That's not the case. It is high pressure. It's just a mist. So you're getting less volume. But everyone in our house got used to it very quickly and say they like it. They don't mind it at all. One person said it tickled a little bit, and then they got used to it as well. But it has 3 settings, and it's just these circles in the middle and these tiny little holes in the outside. And what we have noticed in the house is that these tiny little holes will get very, very easily, will clog, and they'll kind of spray everywhere. But it does have the same start-stop button, which is great. So it's going to work for these RVs for you to stop the water, soap up, restart it. We call them Navy showers. I don't know what you guys call them, but your RV shower. But we like this one, and we're going to put it to the test. So what's the test? The test is, I just bought this 10-quart bucket from Lowe's, and I'm going to use gallons here, and I'm just going to fill it up use each one of these, hook it to the RV faucet. I'm going to hook it up, and I'm going to fill this bucket until it hits a gallon, and I'm going to time it. When it hits a gallon and I stop, we'll do the math, and we'll figure out how many gallons per minute this uses, just to tell us that how quickly or how slowly we're going to be able to use that water. So, which also makes the hot water last longer. If your water in general is lasting longer, your hot water is going to last longer, and you're going to be able to take a longer shower. So that's a benefit. And I'll also do it at half, because when I take a shower, I only take a shower at half, with the controls at half. Half for cold, half for hot. And that gives you plenty of water with this Oxygenics. You don't need any more than that. That's what we're going to try and do. And then maybe I'll do one at full. The advertised gallons per minute, I don't know what this one is, but these typical household ones are typically 2 to 2.5 gallons a minute. And this one obviously has a huge shower head, you know, rain shower, others that we've used or had in the house in the past. 2 to 2.5 gallons per minute. So that's where you get the volume over the pressure. These are typically about 2 gallons per minute. Now, so looking it up, they could be a little bit less, but it's about 2 gallons per minute. On the Amazon ad or listing, this doesn't necessarily say, but looking it up online, it's between 1.5 and 1.8 gallons per minute, which is almost exactly what the Oxygenics is. So 1.5, 1.8 gallons per minute. We're going to test that, and we're going to find out what they are. Again, I think what I've tried to explain is there's a comfort level in the volume and the pressure. And people really like the volume and the pressure that the standard one gives them because it's a lot of water rinsing over their body. But when you're off-grid, when you're in an RV, that's not what you want. Oxygenics does this weird little spittle spray thing. It took some getting used to. No one in this RV prefers it. None of the women in this RV, let's put it that way, none of the women that stay in this RV prefer the Oxygenics. They don't like it at all. They would avoid the RV shower if they could. They don't use the camp showers, so they'll use ours, but they don't like it. Again, this one was the least preferred, and they like this one in our house. So if this one works well in the RV, then it's going to be a win for both, and no one's going to be afraid to take showers because they don't like the quality of the spray. So let's get in the bathroom. No, let's get in the head and start testing. I'm going to start with the standard shower head for the house. It does not have an on-off. This little button here is simply to adjust the spray. I've got the hose running out of the shower over here to the sink, so I got a better location to do this at. I've got the timer. I'll set the timer and I'll show you. And then let's go ahead and turn the water on. The one negative downside to this one is there's no switch. You can't turn this on and off. So, all right, ready? Start. See how long it takes to get to a gallon. So the first test of the standard shower head at half pressure, 1 minute and 16 seconds. Let's reset. Try this again with full pressure. So this time at full blast, it took 56 seconds. Okay, old school RV at half flow. Well, this one was about the same at 1 minute and 13 seconds. Now, standard RV faucet, full flow. The standard RV faucet was only about 10 seconds, so 105, a little less than 10 seconds slower to fill to a gallon. Next is the trusty old Oxygenics at half faucet. Right, the Oxygenics took just a little bit longer at 1 minute and 22 seconds. Next is the Oxygenics at full blast. Oxygenics at full blast was 1 minute and 14 seconds. Finally, we're going to test this Korean style filtered massaging shower head. Now, the benefit of this one that most RV shower heads don't have, neither of these ones that I'm testing, is this has 3 settings. So you get this fine mist on the outside, a little less of a mist, or both at the same time. We're going to start with half faucet, only the outer mist. Well, that was actually the inside mist at half faucet, 1 minute and 54 seconds. So that's the best so far. I have actually switched to the outside mist. My favorite, our favorite. Let's give that a shot. Outside mist at half pressure, 1 minute and 15 seconds. I think that's almost exactly what the Oxygenics was. Let's try it at full pressure. Last test, full faucet, outside mist, with this cool new shower head. Well, full pressure, that one was almost exactly 1 minute for 1 gallon. So I think I hit the button a little late. So 1 minute, I guess that's a gallon per minute, exactly. So a gallon per minute. Yeah. Well, the results of this test were a little different than I expected. Maybe they're a little different than you expected. But what I noticed after getting the Korean massage was it it performs much like at home. The mist feels about the same. So in researching why these are all actually quite similar under the same conditions here in the RV, is probably because of how I set this up. And I set this up to try and mimic low flow, low pressure in an RV park. And how did I do that? Well, I have a 50-foot, one of those retractable, not retractable, but the I have a 50-foot collapsible hose. So those hoses have a very small diameter, and they've got internal pressures that restrict the volume of water that can come from my faucet all the way to the RV. I've also have the farthest faucet from the point of the house where it comes in at, and then it's running through that hose. It's running through my pressure regulator. So my pressure regulator is the style that's installed in the side of the RV. So it's the permanent pressure regulator. And then it's got the filter in the RV. So it is regulating itself down to probably only a gallon per minute that it's capable of, or just barely over a gallon per minute that's capable of actually pushing into the RV. And these all did really well. I didn't stand under it, but I'm sure the standard one and the old school RV one would not feel the same, right? They would not be great showers. But the Oxygenics look just like it does at any RV park, and so does this new one. We bought these ourselves. This is the third one we've bought, and I think just understanding that and the fact that we did buy these, I said a lot of words that are the same thing over and over again. Cool. The fact that we bought these should tell you that we like them, and you might like them as much as we do. So they're pretty cheap as well. They're like 20, 25 bucks, I think. So, it's not going to hurt to buy one, put it in your house and see what it does. But it does advertise a much slower flow close to the Oxygenics. So if you put this one in your house and your house is pushing 2.5 or 3 gallons per minute through your standard household plumbing, this is going to slow it down and actually reduce your water usage, where these two would push out more water and you would use more. So if you were able to push more water volume into your RV, you are going to use more water with these standard ones, and this one is still going to limit it, just like the Oxygenics. And again, like I said, it does take some getting used to. The fine mist around the outside can tickle, and once you get used to it, though, everybody likes it. My daughter did say her hair felt better with this in there. She tried some new shampoo as well, but she said she thinks it was the water. I don't know, because she uses the same shampoo at college, and she says her hair's better here. So, and we have hard water. These are also advertised, or they were advertised that they stopped, that they're supposed to prevent hard water as well. But I don't know how this small of a filter can reduce hard water in your shower. I think it's white. There's a window, viewing window here, and I think as the filter, this style at least, gets used, you can see the rocks. There's beads in there, and those beads that are the filter, you can actually see them. And I think once you can see everything, that's when you're supposed to switch over this filter. But like I said, it's pretty cool. The one slight downside for the RVs, when you hit the stop-start button, it feels like there is, you can regulate it, but when you go to full stop, it doesn't trickle. So if you're standing underneath the water for a long time, and what these two do is when you hit the button, when you turn it off, it doesn't turn off all the way. It still trickles out. So what the trickling does is actually push your hot water through so it doesn't cool down in the lines, and then when you turn it back on, you don't have cold water. So you could probably, carefully set this so that it still trickles a little bit without turning it all the way off. So Grok did the math for me, and what Grok told me was that 1 minute and 15 seconds, and that's kind of similar to all these, at that 1 minute and 16 second flow rate, where I like to keep it at half, because half, you don't need any more. The difference between half and full in this RV is not much. It doesn't, with these two shower heads, it doesn't change the feel of the shower. Maybe with these other ones it does, but with these it does not. You have plenty of water, of flow, to have a comfortable shower. So that puts you at a 10-minute shower. You could use 8 gallons. So if you can shower in 5 minutes, you're going to use 4 gallons, which is 1 gallon less than the water heater. So you're going to have plenty of water to take a 5-minute shower with this thing running and not worry about, even on full blast, I think you'd be able to take a 5-minute shower with this running without turning the water off, and you are not going to run out of hot water in your water heater. So that's a positive for these as well, that you can actually My wife turns it off, turns it on, turns it off, turns it on, thinking she's going to save water. But look, I say, hey, in 5 minutes, you're going to be just fine. You're not going to use all the hot water in that water heater. So just have at it. It's just going to take 15 minutes till the next person can take a shower. But that's it, guys. I hope you learned something. I did. Very interesting that these aren't pushing through that much water, even at, 1 GPM or less, just here in the RV, pushing from my house, and nothing special. So do what you will with this information. Again, the feeling of this one is not for everyone. And again, the feeling of this one, I think, is for even less people. But if you're boondocking, these two are great options. They're going to save you water. They're going to save you dumping your tank. And it's going to feel like a good shower. This one's going to feel like an even better shower. And it's got these little nubby thingies, and you can like massage yourself with it. It also has a replacement for this inside ring with these micro bubble holes. So it's a decent shower head all around. This is the one I'm putting in right now in this RV, and it's going to be our shower head going forward. Thanks for watching, guys. Like, subscribe. There's a bell that does a bell thing. You can hit that if you want, and I will catch you on the next one. One last thing. $22. I just also installed this bar. That bar is a game changer because, as you can see, the standard one, this thing is spraying way too far, way too high. This other one I installed that you can buy online, same company, SUS 304, is also not spraying down. This one, especially if you're tall, is now like a rain shower. I think everyone's going to like that as well. And you can lift it pretty high. So yeah, that's great. $22. Try to put the link in the description.